Hi, Aries. How are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. Uh, for your reading, as we sail into this beautiful full moon in Pisces, did a reading yesterday or the day before about the aspects, my guides often call it, the energy, the tapestry, the astrology, the cosmos, all those things. And for those of you that were looking for me last week, I did not do any readings. I just want to confirm that I was consumed with my own process. So, links for me are below. I have closed my self scheduling calendar for personal readings. Please click the link, go to the website, send me an email, a message. Go to the contact form, send me a message. I'm going to have to manually insert them because of all the changes and the fact that I'm leaving soon. So that's the mechanism for now, and probably while I'm traveling until I figure out if there's a static schedule, which I'm fairly certain there won't be. So Aries, if you're new, welcome, and welcome back to everybody who's a regular viewer. I've been asking, my guides have been telling me, please ask people to share on your Facebook and your Twitter and all those things. As we're going forward into this full moon, it is a momentous time, ushering us into a momentous time. And it's time for us to make the types of spiritual commitments that we need to make for ourselves. So, Aries, we're going to jump into you and your partner. We're going to take a look at what's going on for you mystically, spiritually, in your love efforts and your love partner. So, all of the energy is really being spun up on high, the radiant energy that is streaming in, and the type of healing, because you have Chiron in Aries now for, I think, 6 or 7 years, joining Uranus, your sister sign. Okay, that's interesting. That was a little Freudian slip. So that's what my guides are talking about, that kind of radiant energy. So we have Uranus in an earth sign in Taurus, and we have Chiron in Aries. And there's just the energy is bringing forward healing to you in this place, the firmament, and we're going to look at that. And if you look at the cards, we can see it. So this is the theme that my guides want to speak about. So if you don't know, I shuffle the decks and I pull out some oracle cards just to give us a background of the energy and the moment that we're standing in. So literal magic, that's the magician. In the Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck is more aptly named as the decider of will. And you see how this male energy is very illuminated at the will center, holding the bounty in the heart chakra and leaning in, leading the way toward what is coming. And pointing to the crow and this notion of ethereal touch. Okay, so let's jump right in. So that's the guidance. That's you, Aries. Look at that. Warrior of battle. Do you see how you have your spear, your sword at the tip of destiny, touching destiny? There's the radiant sun, and behind this young man is a passage tomb. So magic about birth and rebirth and mystical things in the past and the future. So this young man has the blue kilt. He's transforming or been transformed. He's very open, and he's able to provide for the community and the tribe that which is needed. And my guide said he knows of himself. He knows of his power. He knows of his mission, things like that. And you see how he's looking into magic? He knows what he's wielding. It is about the sword, but it's really about the sword touching destiny and magic. I really like it. It's very interesting. So as the cards came out, this is the animal medicine for you folks. The crow. This is literally about mystical magic, shape-shifting. Crows carry the sacred laws of the universe. They're able to fly back and forth. They're able to be in two places at once. It's the animal medicine card in a sense, one of them, for the magician. So we have this energy reflected all around you. It's going to be really intense for all of us as we flow into this full moon and beyond for the next 6 months. All right, so it's a foundation reading. Certainly, it's about this moment. I've come to the decision that I'm not going to really date stamp my readings anymore because of what's going on in the cosmos. So anytime you come here and you stumble upon this, it's the right moment for you to absorb the energy. And equally true for all the cross watchers who come to check out a video, to look into their lover. So Aries, you're looking into yourself. This story goes along and it talks about how Crow was the mystical messenger. The sacred book of laws, spiritual laws, is covered in crow feathers. They're very mystical. They have mystical flight. They can fly back and forth to the mystical realm. And we see the crow pecking at its shadow. So you are looking very deeply into yourself, very deeply. And there's something about being self-consumed. It's really interesting. As the story comes out in the book, it's about complete transformation by self-consumption through mystical travel. There are things that have to do with the sacred laws of the cosmos that are being activated within you that you are going to begin to look into very deeply, looking into your shadow and looking into the mirror of yourself for transformation. And then, of course, that affects everything you're doing in the realm of love. So we have, and then I'm sure you can see this, and I'll talk about it in a minute, but there's magic again. It's an intense moment. So my guides are saying, enjoy it, trust it, go within. Aries, your radiant energy this week, right, or whenever it is you find this reading, it is about ethereal touch. What happens when you are touched by the universe and when you are able to touch the deeper aspects of your own self, bring that radiant energy more fully into its purpose and form? And when that is present for you, how does that touch your lover? What is the way in which you affect your lover? Why are the people who are showing up in your life showing up in your life? So in this channel, we talk a lot about quantum partnerships. So a quantum partner is somebody who stimulates you to grow and change and come more fully into yourself. For some people, they use the word twin flame. Soulmate, heart chakra, awakener, all those. Okay, my guys just said all that nomenclature is valuable. Okay, they're not valuable. They're yelling at me. Hang on. Of value. Has equal value. All right. So your lover, your beautiful lover, the wolf. And I think this has come out a couple times now, lately. Whoever you're connecting with, whatever your spiritual partner is, and could be a friend, could be a lover, could be a family member, could be somebody to connect with at work to make something mystical come forward if you're a light worker, whatever projects you're working on. So think widely, because we're going to come into contact now more and more with our quantum partners that are connected to us on the strings of radiant energy that this reading's all about. So when these kinds of things show up, let me see if I can fix that a little bit. Okay. Your partner is engaged in a similar activity, and we see the wolf howling at the moon. Wolf energy is about being the pathfinder. So you're turning inward, and you're taking up all this radiant energy in order to help the universe spin magic, and so that it can radiate out of you while you are inward, if that makes any sense. Your partner, howling at this moon, finding the path forward in their own life, and also the path that leads them to you. Okay, hang on. Spirit's talking about, even if you're already in union with someone in a relationship, whether it's new or, okay, my guide said middling, no matter the status of your relationship, these are the aspects that affect you, and your partner is calling forward in their own way the same things you are calling forward. So the pathfinder uses magic, uses their wolf sensibilities to connect with the cycles of the moon. It is, this wolf energy is It's not Cancer, but it's like a person who has a water sign. They're controlled by the moon. My guides are saying they are reflected by the moon. Interesting. So they are also going to be very activated in this cycle while they're doing their own work to find the pathway into the deeper mysticism of your relationship. I believe that's what it's about. Okay. So the card that came up for them was beauty. Just feeling the beauty of the mystical full moon, the beauty of the connection, the beauty of the things that are unfolding in their life as they connect with you. And these two cards in the middle are all about the mystical energy that you each carry. All right, so that this is from the journey of love. That's the love aspect. The energy going into the love aspect, how your partner is feeling. And look, Aries, that's you again. Literal magic. So I just want to hear from y'all and for your partner, because of the way you radiate, what you bring to them, and the magic you're able to create together, it brings to them their beauty way, their sacred path. It helps them to follow along their own sacred path, I think. And there's the beautiful dragonfly, a symbol of transformation. So we see this notion of a lotus flower opening and being completely illuminated. And I believe it's by your energy. My guys just said, and the moon. Okay? So obviously in these moments, a massive amount of illumination. And there we go. As I shuffled the deck and got ready for the reading, this was what's on the bottom. So I'm just going to take it. So this is the prophecy for the reading for you, Aries. This is you under the light, if you will, of the sacred magician. So, of course, the moon is going to affect you greatly through your partner, through your partnership, because of your own mystical journey. My guide said, indeed, because of that as well. So you're going to be able to capture the magic of this full moon to help you on your spiritual path, your life path, and into the deepest aspects of your lover you will go through the gateway. My guides have been talking a lot about the gateway. Okay, so let's just check it out. So if you're new, this bottom row of cards is about the humanity, what you're experiencing on a human level. Ooh, look. Yeah, you're celebrating. Some of you celebrating the way your relationship moves forward. Some of you celebrating having found each other. Because this is about being able to find and harvest the resources that are needed for the tribe. And underneath that, we have celebration, 3 of Cups. Because the energies, my guides are saying there's the feminine version of what we already see about Aries, the Empress. Radiant energy, just aglow with fertility and the ability to manifest, sitting right in your place. So the masculine and the feminine, which is, my guides just said, that's rad. Just like that. It's funny how sometimes they use slang. So because Crow is here and Crow is about mystical journeying, and then we see magic again, there you are, you're moving on. Moving into the next place that you're meant to be. And it's interesting because we have the Empress here. Then we see this woman who's cloaked and she has a child with her. She's being protected in some ways, but it's also an image of having been victorious and being able to move forward from what may have been a static situation. Aries, okay, I'm just going to hold the cards where you can see them because you can't make this stuff up. So there you go. That's what you're moving into. You're moving into, in a mystical way, being able to share your energy and bring balance in this love relationship that has had to go through some passage, my guides are saying. So, obviously this is soulmate, lovers, past life, etc. But it is about the healing portion of the connection. So allow yourself to go deep with your sweet love, my guides are calling them. Okay? Whoever that person is, because Aries, look at this. It's blowing my mind. The Magician again. So I think there's some very mystical connection that the two of you are going to discover within each other because the moon is here, things being revealed. And whatever it is that's being revealed, if it's a secret part of you that you never shared before with anybody else or something you discovered because of the connection, straight up celebration, straight up a Okay, my guides are saying massive. When you have a moment of pure joy, that's what they're talking about. Pure, okay, they're saying words like joy and exaltation and et cetera, et cetera. But just because you understand the nature of the person and their presence and how it brings fertility into your life, certainly into the relationship, and then that causes massive shift and change and movement, balance, healing, coming into this place of magic on the soul level. Hang on, what's there? Yeah, look, there you go. All right, coming into the full light of the magic of your radiant energy. And that's the outcome for you in this particular moment. Pentacles, wealth, spiritual wealth, inspiration. See how the gateway opens up? My guides have been talking kind of nonstop about the gateway. So if you have not seen the Pisces full moon reading, I'm going to put one of those little eye in the sky things above the video. Click on that. I'll put it right near the end. So you can just click right over to there. It's very important for those of you that are committed to a spiritual path or who are having an awakening, who are suddenly coming to some understanding about themselves, maybe because a quantum partner showed up or because of a partnership that you had that transmuted, my guides are saying, into a quantum partnership because of the way all the energy is moving us and shaking us. So you are going to feel a massive amount of your own radiant energy, which is going to bring to you a lot of bounteous inspiration about yourself as a radiant being standing upon this earth, because it's Ace of Pentacles, okay? And it may cause you to travel far and wide, mystical travel right out through the Garden Gate, this magical place. So I'm going to put that right there with the Magician. I really love this. This is straight up awesome. So let's take a look at your partner. Spirit, what have we got for Aries and their partner, please? Can you tell about Aries' partner? Yeah, okay. 2 things. So there you go. My guys just said, you want to talk about twin flame? Okay. For those of you that are having the experience. So again, remember, love from the heavens, love from the spiritual plane, etc., etc. This is, hang on a second. Yeah, that's what your Pathfinder is doing. They're doing the work they need to do in order to travel in your direction. And we see 3 wands, just like we have 3 cups. All right. So there's a lot of change going on. They're definitely moving in your direction. And if you're already made it, they're moving deeper into the relationship because it is their beauty way. And they recognize the intense beauty of it, the beauty that you have as a spiritual being. And they just want to do whatever needs to be done to travel in your direction. Okay, my guys are talking about solidifying the mystical connection. So Spirit, can you please tell us some more about the efforts of this beautiful mate, this pathfinder? You know what, Aries, it might be that you're so mesmerized by your own process at this point. Somebody might be standing there and you don't even see him because you're having an awakening, right? And it is causing you to move forward and become available, I think, to the magic of this type of love that brings your energy into a new starting point, the sun. You know, we see this young child, all the flowers around. So it might be that you're finally available. All right, hang on a sec. All right, Spirit, please give us something for this wolf, this pathfinder, this mystical being, howling at the moon, ready to jump off a cliff with you and for you, my guides are saying. So I like it. And you know, the Fool is about a 0 point, a new beginning, and it's because of what is stimulated within them that brings them into the actualized knowledge about what it is to be spiritually in love with someone. And you see how the King of Cups is looking in your direction, right? So, you know, could be a water sign, Aries, don't know. Could be anybody, but this is the energy they're carrying in their heart and in their spirit being as they are connecting with you. And so they are understanding that their connection with the Ace of Cups within them, spiritual, okay, my guide said magnitude. That's interesting. You know, the stuff of spiritual awakening, which is while you're having this love fest, This is what's going on for each of you. And it really might be somebody that you encounter that has nothing to do with physical, passionate lover's love. It really might be the love of the universe that you are both going through this transformation in your own lives and something comes forward. So go watch that Pisces reading, please. It's long, it's an hour long. Wait till after dinner to get a cup of tea or glass of wine or something and check it out because it explains this. Hang on. Yeah, okay. I like this. So look at that, the Hanged Man. They are literally in suspended animation, floating in this bubble of love. Oh boy. Because it is bringing, okay, wow, where do you see it? It's bringing this to them. I'm actually going to put that there, right? That's the other image of the lovers. Temperance. The blending together. One foot on the land, one foot in the water. Healing, and we see this beautiful pathway. We see the lilies. So, and in touch with the angels, right? And that's what all the magic means. Sort of in touch with the angels. So while they are here, just going so deep inside because of this connection, because of what? Because of their own transformation. That's part of it. And definitely this intensifies it. And then there it is. That's what my guides were just talking about. The spiritual nature of love. It's why it might be a quantum partner and not a lover. So let yourself look widely or you may miss an opportunity with another person who comes across your path who's having a similar experience in their own life, and you will activate each other. It is absolutely true. I've experienced it so many times. So that's why my guides are always talking about look widely, okay? Allow yourself to see now, be the seer, okay? So that you don't miss an opportunity that is about your destiny. So there we have King and Queen of Cups in the same line. They're meditating together. They're reaching each other through telepathically, okay? Because it's destiny. My guides are saying, is there anything more clearly that we need to say? So yes, these are destiny moments, absolutely. Let's get us something from the bag of runes. So I'm urging you to go look at that reading. Whatever sign your lover is, look at their reading so that you can understand each other. These are very tender, sensitive moments, although they are so filled with illumination. So we see this card about magic. My guys want to talk about this for a second. It's childlike. It's the belief in magic. And in every place you look, I think over the next month or so, maybe 6 months, you are going to see indications of magic in your life. Because you are being touched by the ethereal realm. And your partner's been on this beauty way for a while, I think. And because of what's going on for them, they might have, okay, my guy just said their partner, and they weren't talking about you. So that's why they're talking about, it might be a friend, might be your BFF. There's something. There are multiple applications for this reading. Somebody who's already on their Pathfinder experience. Okay, hang on. I want to ask my guides a question. You know what? Let's do it with the runes. I'm going to pick a rune for each of you. So spirit. All right, 2. Okay, so this is what just jumped into my hand. There are 2 runes here. That's the rune for wholeness. Yeah. Woo, okay, let's see. Let's just put them right here like this. Okay. That's Berkana. That's the rune. So this is about growth. This is about wholeness. So that is what you have. The potentiation of the connection will cause growth inside each other, inside the relationship, bringing you both into wholeness. And we can see it in the cards. So be tender. I always say try to give your partner some space if they need it. Trust what's happening. The magic of the beauty way. Pretty astounding. So let's see, where shall we go? Let's read Berkana first, the Room for Growth. If you don't know, I'm using the Book of Runes by the beautiful, beautiful Ralph Blum, who's on the other side now. And this was kind of his life's work. So, okay, woo-wee, thank you, Spirit. Berkana is about growth. It is about rebirth. It is signified by the birch tree because if a birch tree burns, it burns extraordinarily brightly because it must be because of the chemicals in the bark, right? The bark burns and it makes a torch, a literal torch. So, Berkana is one of the cycle runes. It represents a form of fertility. See? See that? Thank you, Spirit. That represents, that fosters growth, rather, both symbolically and actually. The growth may occur in affairs of the world, which is 100,000% true, in family matters. See, that's about providing for the family, the tribe. There's another word they're trying to pop out. Okay, I'm going to skip past it because it's not coming. Okay, so this aspect leads to blossoming, ripening. It's concerned with the flow of beings into their new form. Thank you, Spirit. Its action is gentle, penetrating, and pervasive, leading to ripening and blossoming. What is called for here is to consider your issues with care and awareness. This growth may occur in affairs of the world, the relationship of the self to the self, and the self to the divine. So that's why my guides are talking about, yeah, this is an intense moment, like high illumination, high vibration, high frequency. And so, you're both traveling with intensity, and you both need to have your own quiet moments, I think. And you may be, something might just sort of suck you together like that. But anytime we're going through this kind of energy, you do need some downtime, you need some alone time. Okay, so make sure to provide that for yourself, especially in the moments when you sail through the moon. If you're together, maybe you sit in meditation together. Okay, my guide said go to church. For those of you, whatever your practices, your spiritual practices are, allow yourself to bring your relationship there. And my guide said, and have some fun with that, because there's total transformation on both sides of the equation. Clearly as an individual, clearly because of the relationship as well. It's not the only thing that's causing the transformation. So remember to stand in your center while you're connecting with this person, because it's going to be electrified, literally. And you are going to be able to create magic together, philosophically, and I believe literally. Okay? So let's see. What is called for here is consider your issue with care and awareness. First, disperse resistance, and then accomplish the work. For this to happen, your will must be clear. Okay? The decider of will. First card, the theme of the entire reading. So your will must be clear, and your motives must be correct. Any dark corner should be cleansed now. This must be carried out diligently, and sometimes with expert help. Modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity are called for. Once resistance is dispersed and rectification carried out and seen to hold firm, then through steadfastness and right attitude, the blossoming can occur. So, beautiful. Like it. Let's go check out, I believe it's Soello, the Rune for Wholeness. Oops, wrong page. Sorry. Interesting, because you know what? I just want to show you what happened. That's the rune for fire and for the torch. And that's the page that I turned to. So I think my guys are sending a little message about that, just as an extra emphasis, I guess. So let's see. So Soello, yes, Soello. It's about wholeness, life force energy, and the sun's energy. Soello stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Thank you, Spirit. Seeking after wholeness is a spiritual warrior's quest. So, do you see your energy? Do you see what's going on for you, Aries? You're definitely on a quest. You are there's some massive transformation. If it hasn't happened yet, you're going to be feeling it. You're going to feel the rise of the. You're going to actually be able to feel your cellular vibration. I think that's part of what's going on. Seeking after wholeness is a spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become is in actuality what you by nature already are. Meaning, you're an Aries. You may not have ever really pondered what that means in terms of radiant energy and the way the radiant energy comes from the sun and how you channel that into this place, into your relationships. So become conscious of your essence and bring it into form now. Express it in a creative way. That's why the High Priestess is there. Or the Empress. Ooh, that was an interesting slip, wasn't it? Okay, there's all kinds of conversation going on in my head, as you can tell. So I'm just going to ask Spirit to turn off the spigot for a moment. Whew. So this is a rune of great power, making life force energy available to you. So Wello marks a time for regeneration down to the cellular level. This rune has no reverse position, yet there is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expend your energy now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat into strength. Look, a voyage inward. Just see how you're reflecting each other. I want you to write to me. Please tell me some stories on the discussion thread below, please. It's amazing. So you're going to have to go inward, and we see it in all the ways that the oracle cards indicate. Certainly the crow medicine is about going inward and, your partner on the beauty path. And this might be reverse. It might be that this is you and that's them. Or it might be that because you're reflecting each other in this way that the energy is being tempered together. Thank you, Spirit. That's why they wanted that there. That's exactly what's happening. Okay. So for many of you, this is some kind of quantum partnership that weaves your energies together. And it's happening for a purpose because we are at a literal moment when we turn the corner toward what's happening and all the changes that are coming forward on Earth. And you are being filled with the energy that you are meant to channel to help that come forward. And if you're blessed enough to have it inside a relationship, my guys just said, Mazel Tov, even better. Make sure you maintain your focus through this moon cycle. Okay, so make sure you do not put on airs. You may need to withdraw, have some time for yourself, and I think you're really going to need it. Okay, so if you retreat, if you withdraw, if you go inward, know that this is a retreat into strength. The voyage inward for centering and balancing. Timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. So Wello counsels opening yourself up, letting the light into a part of your life that has been secret and shut away, and you may not have even known about it. That's what an awakening is, right? So to accomplish this may call for a profound recognition. It may call you to admit to yourself something you have long denied. So there is a prayer known as a Gayatri that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness. Address the sun and recite the prayer. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate this world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work. And clearly that's what's happening. While reciting the Gayatri, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, and then streaming out from your heart's center and back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enhancing prayer. There is a caution not to give yourself airs, because even in a time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Nourish this capacity. It is the mark of true humility. Practice the art of doing without doing, meaning magic. Aim yourself truly and then maintain your aim without manipulative effort. Meditate on the Christ's words, I can of my own self do nothing. For by our own power we do nothing. Even in loving, it is love that loves through us. I always get choked up when I read that. I've read it 1,000 times. It always makes me choke up. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness, which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. So, this notion of the radiant energy of the sun, please go to the internet and figure out the physics of that. Lately, my mind's been going blank. I'm an Aries rising, and this is the energy that I've been carrying and knowing about and learning about literally my entire life. And the experience that I have, Aries, is that I feel when I get connected with someone like this who presents themselves to me through whatever. One time it was a plumber that came to my house, and suddenly you're standing there and you're having this awakening moment because the energy of the spiritual realm flows into you because you become a conduit. And it is not meant most times for you to get into a relationship with that person. You are a conduit to deliver sacred energy to them. And you gain from that. You may suffer a little bit because you might think, oh my God, that's my twin flame. Nope, it's not. So just, exercise appropriate understanding. You will feel the love of the universe. And it is a tower moment, I assure you. And you will learn into how to manage that. And this notion of consciously accepting the radiant energy of the sun that causes things to grow and change and evolve. So because we have you standing here with Chiron in your house for all these years, a lot of healing is going to come forward. It's going to come forward to you in a radiant way because you are radiance yourself. So enjoy this to the best of your ability. If you start feeling overwhelmed and like your nervous system is burning out, go take some meditation. Drink some tea, have some quiet time. Stand in front of the sun, do the Gayatri, and just say yes, and know that you're coming into a very mystical part of yourself. Truly mystical, the trueness of the vibration of you as a being. What's encoded inside of you. If you have not already, you're coming into knowledge and experience of that. And if you have been aware of that, it's deepening for you. And because of that, the people who come and contact you, they're with you, they are going to feel it. So you got to mind your P's and Q's a little bit. Stay centered, stay balanced. So that the people who come to you, because they are meant to absorb the energy that you carry, that's how we transform the world. That's what 5D is about. Okay? So I guess those are all the cautions my guys wanted to tell you about. In case you don't know that stuff, I know that most of the people who come to this channel have clarity. So enjoy your mystical self, you fabulous radiating beings, and enjoy the magic. And use the crow medicine to go deeply into the mystical, to peck at yourself and bring forward your own transformation. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks, Aries. And enjoy the love. My guides are saying enjoy the love. It's a supreme gift.